Good morning. Welcome back to another Scuttlebutt with Iveys Family Factotum. About myself today. So, why am I by myself? Well, I got Willow and I got the birds. You can probably hear the birds. So, not technically by myself. I know. Plus, I don't know why Gladys does this too. We have dentist appointment, or she's made dentist appointment for everybody. Obviously, mine came up. I was supposed to be doing the cleaning, but instead of doing the cleaning, I had the removal of some teeth first because that's what was really bothering me. And then I basically have rescheduled my cleaning for a later date. Obviously, the gums and everything have to heal first, right? Well, she had an appointment set up, or at least on the calendar. It was on the calendar for her and Anaya, the little one, right? The youngest. So, but with that is our dentist is like a 40-minute drive, right? To go away. Because we do have one here locally. We do have a dentist locally, but they don't cover us via our insurance, the insurance that we have. So we ended up going to a different town. So we had tried another dentist further south, didn't really care for them too much. So we checked around, went to this other dentist, loved them. It's actually the dentist that's over in Boonville. So, but for us, that's like between a 30 to 40-minute drive. Really, it all depends on if you get stuck behind a truck, right? Because you have a lot of chicken trucks, Tyson trucks in the area, so or a log truck, for logs going to the mills and stuff. Well, it really depends, and how much you're willing to go over the speed limit. Okay, so really it all depends if she's driving or if I'm driving of how fast we can get there, right? Well, regardless, she likes setting up a reminder, right? And Willow's in my light. I don't know if you guys noticed, I put a light on the picture frame back there just to give a little pop, a little highlight. Gladys thought it was stupid. I did it anyway. So y'all can let me know what you think down there in the comments. But anyway, as I was saying, bobbed off there for a second. The appointment, right, reminder on the calendar is 30 minutes prior. And I was like, babe, because she was actually over here vacuuming a carpet, one of the bigger carpets that used to be in the kiddos' room. And it popped up on my phone, right? Because I was sitting here doing stuff on my phone. And I was like, do you and the kid have a dentist appointment today? She's like, yeah. She's like, yeah, I think. She's like, what does it say? I was like, well, it says that you have an appointment in 30 minutes. Between this time to this time. And she's like, oh, what time is it? I was like, well, it's 9:30. I was like, but you set the appointment for 10. Or at least on the calendar it says 10. I was like, really? You need to be setting this, at least 2 hours prior to be able to give yourself enough time to one, drive there, because it takes 30 minutes at minimum to drive there. So if you're setting the appointment on the calendar for 30 minutes, you're not giving yourself enough time to drive, right? And obviously this morning, first day of school, so welcome back to school, all the kids. Big sigh of relief for all the parents out there that have kids in school. You get a little bit of a break, post summer. So, and then obviously for the folks that do summer school or do at home schooling and things, you're not too worried about first day of school. So it's the same old for you, right? But anyway, I took the kiddo into school because we have a new bus and a new bus driver this year, apparently, that we noticed on the way out. And the first bell rings at 7:35 in the morning, and then school starts at 7:40. Well, our bus was still on our road because I passed them on my way back because I took her in. Because if they're not here by 7, then we just drive her in. So, and we obviously we had a neighbor, a new neighbor that also has a middle schooler that's going to also be riding the bus, getting picked up at our bus stop. Because normally it was only our daughter was the only, because we're the last stop of the route. Okay, and then they turn around in our road and then head off. So I was letting them know too that hey, normally the bus is here no later than 7, because if they're any later than that, they don't get to school in time. So yeah, they were still heading into town on our road still at 7:30 as I was coming back home. So, and it's supposed to be an excused absence, right? If they're late because the bus was late. But we would still like her to be on time, right? So that's why we've chosen to just take her in if the bus is later than 7. And normally we'll go like 7:05, right? Give or take 7:10 at like the latest. Because even the old bus driver, used to run a little late on occasion. There's quite a few kids up and down our road. Some of those kids like to take a little bit of time, right? So, but the bus driver is supposed to stop at each stop and only stay for a certain amount of time. So if your kids are not there at the bus stop waiting for the bus, and that bus stops, they're only supposed to be there for a limited amount of time and then take off. So if you miss the bus, you miss the bus, right? Well, with her being a new driver, we had noticed that she was at the stop because we passed the bus on the way out, right? So this is how I know that she's staying longer than she's supposed to, because she was at the first stop on our road for kids, and it's brothers, right? It's two kids, two boys, and my daughter said that they're always late, right? As we were leaving, she's like, "Oh, it's the boys," right? And said their last name. So with that, I was like, "Oh, okay." Well, I was like, the bus isn't supposed to just sit there waiting for them. The bus is only supposed to wait a certain amount of time and then head up to the next stop. Okay, so well with that, by the time, so I think there's 1, 2, 3. I want to say only 4 stops on our road. So from here to town, dropped off my kid, and then back, I still met the bus on our road. So that's letting me know that she is waiting way too long at stops. Okay, waiting for kids to come out. So with that, right, we already know that she has to get picked up this afternoon early, and I've already told Gladys, I was like, hey, you might want to drop in the office and kind of let them know that hey, and we get it, it's the first day, right? You're going to be going through, but that's one of the things that I've always wondered was, hey, if you're new to a route, you've never driven that route before, and which, I mean, I saw her as I was coming in and she was leaving. I don't recognize her. So I'm not saying that she's never driven this route before. She might have a couple times, because I know that our original bus driver had a substitute driver every so often, right? And I did notice that. So with that being said, if you're new to a route, probably should be driving that route at least once or twice before school starts. Just saying, right? And go away, call. So potential spam. I hate that, and I'm just glad that when calls come in, it doesn't kick us off of the recording. But yeah, if you're driving a new route, maybe you should drive that route before school actually starts. um, not saying that you had to do it in your bus, even though that's probably a more, real world scenario, is do it at least once in the bus, and then, But I know some school districts probably don't allow you to do that. I know some school districts, some towns, they let the bus drivers take the bus home, right? I know out in Virginia, there was a lot of school bus drivers that they kept their bus at their house. So I don't know. It just all depends, I guess. Now, with that, I'm here by myself. Like I said, I'm gonna kind of still continue working on the tractor stuff. I need assistance making, because we do have a product that we're wanting to do. Was they a product got sent to me, clothing, and I need to do an ad for it. Well, some of those, right, didn't necessarily fit me the greatest, but they fit Gladys just fine. She liked them. She's like, okay, I'll model these, right? Well, if she's not here, I can't record that. And I did not know that she had appointments and stuff like that today. So that's already going to be kind of putting me behind. Was it on the calendar? Sure. Can I look at the calendar? Yes. So is it 100% her fault? No. Okay. So just kind of clarify that. But a little heads up would have been nice. And that bird that you constantly hear is Zoe. Zoe does not like to be quiet. Chloe, on the other hand, the blonde one, she's all right. Zoe, turd. Huh? You're a turd. You're not quiet. And you're out of the cage. You have food. You just like being loud. Why? So these are still mom's birds. The only reason they're still here, because she was going to take them, the only reason they're still here is because Gladys wants to get a male to be able to breed them to have another bird. I was like, well, if you're buying a bird to get a bird from them, that doesn't make sense because you just bought one. So if anybody out there has a male cockatiel, preferably blonde one, because I don't like the gray one. I mean, I'm not necessarily a bird lover as it is, but anyway, if you have a male and are willing to do, a trade, a barter of said male for eggs or for another baby or whatever, because Gladys wants to have at least one bird, but we need a male because these are two females. So, yeah, man, bird life. That means we'd have to buy the cage. We'd have to do all this stuff because that cage is mom's. All right. Why? I don't know why she wants to do this stuff to me. All these animals. So, all right. Well, I need to get busy, I guess, getting out here, finishing up, doing stuff. Reminder to get over to the main channel. Go to the community page. So if you actually go to the home page of our YouTube channel, the main channel, Iveys Family Factotum, get over to the community page tab and put in your votes. So it's 3 different ones, right? So it's part 1, part 2, part 3. So if you've only seen one of them, right, to be able to cast your votes, then make sure you're going down and checking the rest, because we have a lot more votes on part 3 than we do on part 2 and part 1. So, and they all have different names. Okay, and I'm still kind of deciding if I want to do like a double elimination type thing. I don't know yet. I might even do, because each one I'm only able to put in 4. So whenever you're casting for votes, you can only put in 4 slots, right? Max. It doesn't let you do any more than that. So I had enough names to do it 3 parts. So, but it's kind of one's an even, one's an odd type thing. And if I'm going to be doing double elimination, I would have to, you know, do more stuff, right? So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Uh, but as of right now, make sure you're getting your votes in. And then for the final vote, once we get down to only 3 names, those 3 names are going to get voted in by our members over on the main channel. So if you are not a member, you have to go to the main channel, hit the join, look at what we have to offer. If it's only the introductory, which is 98 or 99 cents per month, right? Less than the cost of coffee, then you will have the opportunity to pick the winning name or to vote, right? To be able to vote for the winning name of the top 3 to get our actual winner of what the name is going to be for the tractor, right? But if you're not a member, you're not going to have the opportunity to do that. So if we only have 1 member, then hey, that 1 member gets to choose the name of the tractor. But we prefer to have more members over there. That's kind of, you know, been able to get back to y'all, you know, giving you the power in your hands to choose the name of our tractor. All right. So we definitely thank y'all. And also know, I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there that if you are a member of at least the Highland Heroes and above, right? Highland Heroes and above, you already get a free t-shirt at the anniversary of your time being that. So if you're a Highland Hero for at least a full year to 12 months, then you get a free t-shirt every year. Now, with that being said, if you are a Highland Hero member and above, and you vote for the tractor name, we're giving you a free t-shirt that's going to have the name of the tractor and some other stuff, right? Gladys is already designing it, and I'm just letting you know that you will be getting a t-shirt. Now, that's only for our Highland Heroes and above, okay? Everyone else, you only get to, so if you're part of the Cluck Cluck gang or an introductory member, you get a chance to vote, but you're not going to get the t-shirt unless you buy one. All right? But at the Cluck Cluck gang level and above, you do get a chance to watch all of our videos early. So, yeah, that's it. Definitely get over there, check it out. It's greatly appreciated. Like I said, I need to get to work. And, yeah, I'm going to try to be safe and not break anything else. So, yeah, be ready for that video because, yeah, I broke something. All right, y'all. Get out there, think of veteran with every chance you get, not only on Veterans Day, and we'll see you on the next one. Later, friends.